Should Canelo strongly consider moving to 175? Go ahead, JD.
That's a big old whiff, man. Big old whiff, man. You look. If he won't even really want to jump in the ring with Benavidez, y'all think he really want that smoke with Bivol or Bitter Beef? Heck nah. So I'm gonna say that's a big old whiff, man. He better not go up to light heavy.
He might be able to get that one off of Joe Smith.
At all. Nah. Yeah, and that would be a true Canelo move. To go fight a Joe Smith. But bro, look, he better stay away from that division. He did the right thing, picking off a washed up Sergey Kovalev again at the right time. But really going up the light heavy, nah, bro, he better not do that because they're gonna call for them real sharks and better be even Bebo.
Q, what you got on it, man? Canelo should consider going to 175. Connect with.
I mean, it seems like he got a pretty good nutritional trainer. You got a pretty good strength and conditioning coach. So I mean, shit, I don't know.
Hey, sky's the limit
over there, man.
Sky's the limit.
I mean, it seems like he get to do what he want to do. You know what I'm talking about? There's no consequence, man. As far as the mainstream media, you know. So who knows, bro? You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's with Brownie said, because I respect him gonna fight Benavidez, bro. If Benavidez ain't next, and if you got any precautions of fighting Benavidez, don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, so moving on to the next connected with. I'm gonna preface this because what we want to see in boxing is something exciting, right? And sometimes it's upsetting, sometimes it's exciting, sometimes it's all of it. Thinking back to Mikey Garcia as of recent, with all these fights coming up and boxing finishing at the feverish pace to end the year out, are we primed to see another upset before the year's over? Go ahead, Q.
Shit, well, the ones we just saw this weekend, man. I'm gonna say yes. I can't call the upset, but I'm gonna say yes. It won't be this weekend.
What you got on JD?
It'll be one, but
hey, I'm gonna roll with a connect. And I'm gonna tell y'all the upset that I could possibly see happening, and I ain't saying it's gonna happen, but it would not surprise me.
I already know what you're gonna say. If
Devin Haney loses to it would not surprise me, man.
Prove him wrong, Devin Haney.
If we see an upset with Devin Haney,
I won't even look at that as well.
And JoJo
said, "Let's go, champ." Prove him wrong.
Damn.
All right, so moving on to the final connect. We will finally get a heavyweight to join the four belt era undisputed list in 2022. They're gonna be part of the four belt club in 2022. I don't know if we've ever had a heavyweight as of late in the past 20 years because, you know, for a lot of times it was a timeshare between the Klitschko brothers, right? And so I don't know, the last lineal champ I think we really had was Lennox. And I don't know if he had all four belts or not. I think at that point, when you get to Lennox stage, you don't really care about all the belts. So I don't know you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know who the last four belt heavyweight champ was, if we ever had one. Y'all go ahead. Will we see that in 2022? Go ahead, Q.
Damn, that's a hell of a question. But I'm gonna say Whiff, and I hope I'm wrong. But just the way the game going, bro, you know, and it might be some upsets that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm gonna say Whiff.
What you got on JD?
I'm gonna say Whiff, and here's my prediction, man. Here's my prediction. I predict, and here's the reason why I say it's a whiff is I predict that in the spring AJ will avenge his loss.
Ooh.
And get his belts back.
Ooh.
All right.
After watching American Gangster and BMF.
Yeah,
listen to the what the name is? King Von.
He over here getting a taste of this America. You know what I mean? Taste of America. So I think he's gonna get his belts back from Usyk. But here's the wrinkle. I think him and Usyk have developed a weird enough friendship, even though they face each other, that I think we actually get a trilogy. I think he gets. I think he gets his belts back, and for some reason, I think they do it a third time, man.
Okay, so I can go down. Yeah. That's bullshit. Eddie Hearn's heart was in his throat when AJ lost, man. He saw that money walk out the door, man. They might want to, bro. And it might happen down the line. But if AJ walk out of there with his shit, he ain't coming back no time soon.
Eddie Hearn, I know what you want to do, Mike. Hating, no man.
I know what you want to do, Mike. But there's $100 million. And so the real question behind this is because the heavyweight division is notoriously known for big upsets, right? Some of the biggest upsets in boxing history have been in the heavyweight division. It's because that one punching power that nearly every heavyweight possesses at that size. So it's going to be interesting to see if Joshua does get his belts back. What does he do to Usyk? I think business-wise, Eddie Hearn is going to be like, hell nah, man. But I also too,
you never know, bro. You never know.
I know Fury seems invincible, right? But we have seen him vulnerable against Otto Wallin. We did see him down twice again to a lesser skilled but super strong Deontay Wilder. So Fury does have his vulnerabilities that he speaks on himself when he says, that's why people love me, I'm vulnerable. Vulnerability gets you beat, especially when they're known vulnerabilities. And so now that we have this Fury who could pack on a bunch of weight because he didn't have to necessarily chase Deontay Wilder around the ring. He knew he could jab and he knew where he was going to be. But when you got to use your whole repertoire, you might not be able to come in the ring 279. And Fury's not notoriously known as a big puncher. I mean, he's been able to sit down on his punches and balloon up with Deontay Wilder just because Deontay Wilder might not have the defensive skills of some of these other heavyweights. But there's a lot going to happen in 2022. And I just feel like Tyson Fury, whoever he fights, I don't think it'll be Usyk if Usyk wins the Joshua rematch. I think Fury will be content on beating other contenders, and then ultimately maybe at the end of 2022, maybe 2023, setting up a unification bout for all four belts.
Hey, I'll tell you this much though. All I know right now though is it's trouble for all heavyweights who are looking to take on that Goliath known as Tyson Fury. Because the one thing that Tyson Fury does have going for him that we've not seen him really have go for him probably throughout his career is that this man is staying in the gym. He's actually staying in the gym. So for the first time in his career, we're really watching him stay ready, which I think is scary for a lot of heavyweights, man.
Yeah. And even though this is the second coming of the golden age in the heavyweights, you could be right. But either way, man, 2022 is going to be big. You got anything left on the queue?
Well, not on that, you know what I'm saying? But man, we gotta give a special shout out to the ladies, man. You know what I mean? The other big upset that happened, our girl Alicia Baumgartner, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, yeah. Shout out.
We're supposed to have an interview with her, man, and it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully one day we get our shot back for our interview. But she went over there to across the pond, Stockton Bonds, and laid some bombs. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to her.
Well, fourth round. She stopped.
What was her name?
She stopped.
Terry Harper. What was her name?
Terry Harper. She's
Terry Harper.
Oh, yeah.
She caught her with the dirty.
Round.
Threw over her jab, threw her overhand and caught her, bro. And it was so crazy if y'all didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? I posted on IG. But the chick was stood up. She was out on her feet, vertically unconscious. And the referee did such an amazing job because she came with that left hook. Whoa. And she
just like that. Wow, he knocked them all this shit.
Blow.
But no. Shout out.
Hey, but shout out to him,
shout
man.
out.
That's another American. Who's the other? Well, Michaela Mayer. So now we got what? At least in America here, what's it? Michaela Mayer and Alicia Baumgartner now, right?
Yeah. So, did you guys see what Michaela Mayer posted up?
Oh, we're talking about thank that all the other girls should thank
and the division for taking out Amadou. Yeah, that should have been my quote of the day. She said, "Thank you. Yeah, y'all better thank me because she would have beat y'all ass."
Yeah, but thank her, man. She beats a whole lot of people.
Hey, I will say, man, shout out while we're shouting out people with big victories across the pond. I will say shout out to Kiko Martinez in a shocking upset of Kid Galahad and knocked him out stiff. I don't know if y'all seen that. Yeah. I mean, he had buddied.
What was the name?
Kiko Martinez. He ended up knocking out
Kiko
Kid
Martinez,
Galahad. Featherweight. Yeah, that was knockout of the day, right?
That was a huge upset.
Yeah.
One Sergio Martinez in the he was in the building. When he announcing or something.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Sergio.
I almost want to say I just heard somebody quote. They were saying that the guy that got knocked out, saying that he was like one of the best Spanish fighters ever. And I'm like, that's a lot to say.
Well, I mean, yeah, because that covers a whole diaspora of what? Yeah, we ain't even getting an accent. That don't even sound true. That sounds like some Jake Paul shit.
Bro, I don't even know who this dude is like that, bro. You tripping.
Yeah, exactly. So, but man, keep the fights coming, boxing. We love it. And hopefully y'all love us.
We love
we love y'all.
This is Boxing Vibez TV, baby. We out here. Take us home, fellas.
All day, all way. We in the hallway. You know what I'm saying? Number love.
Y'all already know. TV, download everywhere, stream. We'll holler at y'all on the flip side.
I mean,
yes, sir.
We out.
1,000. Like button smashing.